surgical, physical when I'm lyrical. So bat it down with medical, something critical. It's gonna take a miracle. Bright lights for the spiritual, written down like biblical. I finally reached the pinnacle. Yeah. Welcome to the house, the one they talking about. Word of mouth, the boxing playhouse, without a doubt. All the latest and greatest boxing news, that's what it's all about.
What's up? This is Sakura A and Emilio Santana, baby. And this is a special edition of Boxing Playhouse's After Dark series. And this is the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame. And we have some inductees from the class of 2024 with us. Joining us now, of course, we have Danny Santiago, a 2020 Florida Boxing Hall of Fame inductee.
For the ring, look at it.
That's right, and former contender TV show host or TV show participant as well, down from Columbia. And then, of course, we have Cello, our former two-time world champion, boxing phenom, and now global real estate genius.
Yeah.
Joining us.
How you guys doing?
Cello, what's happening?
What's up?
What's going on, guys?
Oh, chilling.
And then also he is our 2024 Florida Boxing Hall of Fame inductee. Then of course we have Vargas, baby, Coach Willie in the house, all the way from New York, and of course he is our two-time Trainer of the Year, as well as a three-time Hall of Famer and Hall of Fame inductee for this year. What's up, dog?
How you doing?
What's up, Sakura Emilio?
Hey, what's up?
Hold on, I'm not through, Danny. Hold on. We got Spanish Ray in the house, joining us from Latin America.
Go.
He's also a trainer extraordinaire, formerly from Gleason's in the New York area. What's going on, Spanish Ray?
Salute, guys. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And also, we have Bob Alexander that'll be joining us soon. And we also have the beautiful Dahlia Duran, of course, who is doing our translations for everybody behind the scenes.
Baby, I think Coach Willie got every known boxing belt to man in his house.
Yeah.
It's track season.
I'm bringing them all to the Hall of Fame.
There you go.
Yes, he is definitely ready for another awards season because he's about to get this big ass fat Florida Boxing Hall of Fame ring, baby.
There it is. There it is right there.
There
it is.
There you go.
Nice.
There it is.
Size 15.
Dahlia has a nice one too for the females, so I like that version too. All right, so let's go ahead and get started by congratulating all of our inductees for this year's class. And
Thank you.
What we want to do is find out exactly how you guys felt when you received that call from President Steve Canton.
Let us know, fellas.
Tell us how you felt.
Well, I was watching TV when I got the call. I have friends that like to play a lot of pranks on me. So when I got the call, I thought it was one of my friends. I had a bad day in the gym that day, so I wasn't in the mood for any jokes. So when I got the call, he says, well, this is the president of the Hall of Fame, and we just want to congratulate you as your New Year present. You're being inducted into the Hall of Fame. So I tell him, I says, listen, I don't know who this is because I couldn't recognize the voice. I said, I don't know who this is, but I'm not in the mood for any damn jokes right now. So I'm about to hang up. And he says, hold on, this is the president of the Hall of Fame. I saw the seriousness, I heard the seriousness in his voice. And I said, wait a minute, I guess I better just shut up and listen. And when he started explaining, I was like, wow. I mean, I think he was about that close to hanging up on me. But believe me, it just brought tears and chills down my spine when just to hear the words that you're one of the inductees and being inducted into the Hall of Fame, and especially such prestige Hall of Fame like this. I mean, they're known all over the world. So it's like top 2 in the world right now, I heard.
Yes.
Top 2 in the world, international and Florida. So it's a great honor. Not only that, but to be inducted with, the class that I'm in with such great guys, champions, Cello, what's his name? John Molina, good friend of mine also. I mean, it's overwhelming. I mean, right now I'm so excited. We have 3 more months.
3 more months, man.
We're just counting those days. So I can imagine what me and Cello's going to feel like when we get there.
Oh, man.
Yes, I mean, we are going to be having a fun time. We try to make it as exciting and a fun experience for everybody that attends as volunteers. And we get worked hard too. Padrino, Steve, he's no joke. He's like, hey, come on, let's get it going. Like that man, I don't know what his battery is on, but his energy level is through the roof still at his age. But we love every minute of it. Let's go ahead and ask Danny Santiago, especially since he's also a Hall of Famer. I mean, what happened with his call when he received it? I mean, did you do like Coach Willie and just kind of like almost hang up?
Well, no, not really. I too was having like a weird month. Forget about a day at that time, So when I got the phone call, it was it took me off guard. But it's similar to Coach Vargas, I mean, I just I thought it was a game. I thought somebody was messing with me. The only hole that I ever thought I'd be in was like study hall, detention hall, like that, And that was the only ones I always was. I was like the star in the study hall or detention hall. You know what I mean? So when I got the call, like everyone else, I got real emotional about it. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Every year, last year was great. The year before, but let me tell you something. This year is pretty stacked. I'm pretty stoked, and I didn't make it the last 2 years, but this year I'm going to be there, and I'm going to see my fellow inductees here, my friends. I'm going to see them there, and I'm looking forward to this year. And I hope that everybody listening, watching, can share this podcast and let everybody know come down and support the Florida Hall of Fame because these guys are very well deserved.
Thank you, Champ.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Thank you.
Now, of course, I cannot let the moment go by without asking Coach Willie how training's going with his fighter, John Gotti III.
Hey, I want to say something. Hold on, I want to say something real quick. I mean, Willie, he put me in place, man. I saw that fight, and it's one of the few fights that I like sat back and watched, and I thought it was like a spoof. I thought it was like these guys are like playing, and he set me straight. So, hey, more kudos to you. He put me on the spot. Like that wasn't in the script, man. That was on the real deal. So I'm actually looking forward to watching this one. He changed my mind. He changed my perspective of things. I want to see these guys stump a little bit, Yeah. I'm sorry to intervene in what you were saying, but I got to give you props, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, I'm sorry, I was corrected because I didn't get Cello and what happened when he received his phone call.
For me, man, I was actually in the line with my wife, and she's on the phone. We own our business together, so she's on the call, and I get a call, and it says Steve Catton. So I look and says Steve Catton, and I know Steve Catton for a very long time. So I told my wife, I said, babe, Steve Catton's calling me. So when he calls me, he tells me, hey, Cello, how you doing? It's been a long time. I said, hey, Steve, how you doing? He goes, well, I want to welcome you and congratulate you to the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame class of 2024. At that moment, I just choked up. I still choke up when I talk about it. I'm just grateful, thankful, and honored just to even be part of this whole organization with amazing individuals. And I'm just grateful and thankful. I mean, but when I found out, it was just doesn't get no higher than that.
Yeah,
I really am just grateful, man.
It sounds like a pretty cool experience. Now, of course, I've got to go with my Vice President, Bob Alexander, the silky voiced one, introducing him to the show. How you doing, Bob?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you guys doing?
What's up, Bob?
Yeah.
Let's go. The voice.
We are super excited to have you with us today, and we are just so humbled by the amazing miracles that you've had in the last 2 years going on with your health that lets us know that it has to be a higher power involved in your recovery, and such a quick recovery this time. I mean, you're already back at work, right?
I'm back at work. I'm actually announcing shows again. I can't climb into the ring yet. That'll be a little while, but I'm doing the shows from the table at ringside, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling strong. I got to, my attitude is really great because I'm looking forward to enjoying the rest of my life and
That's right.
living healthy. And, life is great. Life couldn't be better.
You got
And
this,
you
baby.
got
You
your
got
dog
this.
back. I was saying you got your dog back now too, right?
I got my dog. She's relaxing and resting as she does all the time. She's very happy. And we get along great. And we hang out together and keep each other company. And, I just doing what they tell me to do. The doctors keep saying I got to try and, stay off my feet as much as I can so I heal. But, I still have a life to live. So I got to go to work and go do shows and stuff like that. But the support, the love from not just my immediate family, but my boxing family, I couldn't be any more blessed to have such great people that care so much about me. And I love you guys all so much.
We love you, brother.
You're the man, my brother. You're the man.
You're an
You
amazing
know
man.
my buddy.
Oh, by the way, everybody's showing off the rings. Here's one.
Oh man.
Boom!
There it is.
There
Willie, 3 more months, Willie.
I know.
3 more months.
I know.
3 more months.
So, Bob, tell us exactly, what you think about this particular class and these two gentlemen that joining us today, Jose Cello and Coach Willie.
I think it's a great class. I think the committee did a great job making the picks this year. Of course, we always have so many great people to pick from. It's hard to get everybody in, but we're going to keep trying. But Coach Willie is he's legendary. I mean, he's been putting guys in the ring and winning championships for a long time.
Thank you, Bob.
He's had his own things to deal with, and he and I commiserate on that, both being strong and getting over obstacles. And I'm just thrilled to have such a wonderful man joining the hall. And Cello and I go way back when he was.
Yes, we do.
He was the big deal in Tampa. It was right about the time that I started announcing in Tampa. I was breaking the Tampa, scene, and I used to announce Cello's fights. And it always struck me how anytime I did one of his fights, it was standing room only.
Wow.
And when I announced his name to the crowd, you couldn't hear anything. It was deafening. So this is a guy that always came to fight, always came to put on a show, and had a great following. I think, he had a terrific career, and I'm so happy and thrilled that he's joining us this year because he deserves it.
Thank you so much, Bob. Thank you.
Oh,
Pleasure.
that's very sweet. Here's the crew right here.
Yep.
There it is.
The announcements that day. We had
There
Cherry,
it is.
Coach Sherman Henson, Emilio from a previous class. I don't remember what year he is. Alonzo, Orlando, who's also inducted. Just a great. Ocasio. Yeah.
Cherry bomb there.
Edna Cherry.
Yeah.
Yep. Edgar's there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was an amazing day. It was so fun and exciting to see everybody just ready to hear their name called, Bob. I mean, they were it's like seeing a bunch of grown guys, and I know I'm always putting a bet on which one is going to break down and cry.
Yeah.
Wasn't me.
Oh,
Just wait until June.
we know you were subject.
It wasn't me, right, Bob?
No,
I
you
think
didn't. Wasn't you?
I'm pretty sure I did choke up, so it's all right.
Yep. It was all of y'all choking up bad. I said, "Ooh, this is so great." Anytime you can make a grown man cry, it's just like golden, because it's a special moment. And this is another special moment. We got Willie Vargas here getting his hand cast.
Who's that guy?
Look at that guy. Look at that
Who's
young
that
guy.
Cheesing hard. So cool. All right. So did you have a question for our guest?
Oh man, I was just curious, Cello, when you got started, man, what age was you when you got started, and who was your favorite fighter when coming up?
I got started at 7 years old.
Wow.
In Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. I went out there. I always looked up to my uncle. He passed away, and so I had told mommy, I said, "Mommy, I want to go out there." And she said, "No." So anyway, she sent me out there, and I went to Puerto Rico thinking, I'm Puerto Rican. They're gonna love me. Like, I went out there, and it was like the kids kept telling me, "You're from the United States, de allá afuera," and I'm like, "Oh man." I was struggling in school, but I had A's in English, so I was just fighting. They just didn't accept me, so I just had to keep fighting. And then, my great grandfather got annoyed and said, "You're gonna have to do something with him." So my uncle took me to the boxing gym in Aguadilla, where my family's from, and he put me in the ring, put on gloves. And this kid's name was Pan, which means bread in English. And I put on the gloves, didn't really know what I was doing, but I dropped him. I dropped him in the first round, and then I got beat up after that. And then I fell in love with the sport. And then I won Golden Gloves in '93 in West Palm Beach. And I met Don Kang in 1998, and that's when I went pro. I met Don Kang by a good friend of mine, Henry Rowland, because he lived out here in Hernando, and he knew that I loved boxing. I didn't have no way of reaching people, and he happened to know Don Kang, and I met Don Kang in Tampa. And when I met him in Tampa, he pretty much ignored me for like 20 minutes while he was adjusting chairs and where he was doing his promotion show. And then he finally turned around. He goes, "What do you want?" I said, "I want to fight." He goes, "Do you know what it takes to fight?" I said, "I'm pretty sure and I'm willing to do it." He goes, "That's what everybody says." He goes, "Let's see how serious you are. Meet me at Kata's boxing gym on Kennedy in Tampa at 8:00 in the morning," which was Saturday. I said, "Okay." I get there at 7:30. He puts me with this journeyman. I can't remember his name. He was a heavyweight. And I tell my dad, "Pai," I said, "Pai," I said, "he's a heavyweight." He goes, "Well, you want to fight? That's what he's telling you to do." So I went in there and I impressed him, and I dropped the dude, I think, in the second round. Then he stopped the session, and he goes, "I'll make you a champion."
Wow.
Just like that, huh?
That's really how it started. I mean, and the journey continues from there. I struggled a lot through my career, but I did whatever I was able to do to be in the position I'm in. So I'm grateful, and I always thank God for everything He's given me.
Oh yeah.
And the trials and tribulations I've been through.
You think you also had all those fans that Bob was talking about. I mean, where do you contribute that to? I mean, it's hard for a boxer to get that type of support.
But that's where, I've been in Hernando County. I was born in Newark, New Jersey, but I've been here in Hernando County for 35 years now. And I love my community. There's no community better than Hernando County. And when I started boxing, I had a lot of following. When I tell you, hundreds of people they support me. They support me now. I just love my community, and I just love Hernando County, Florida. That's all I can tell you. I love every single one here. Bob will tell you. Bob was there.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, Danny, you know where we at?
It's beautiful.
Yes, sir.
You know where we at?
Those manatees, it's beautiful over there.
It's a beautiful community, beautiful people, and I just had a great following, and everyone still just supports my endeavors, and I love my community. I just really, really do.
Oh
And
my
I'm
goodness, that's such a testimony right there to have a community that you love and they love you back.
yes,
I mean, that means Bob, we're gonna have a real good time at the Hall of Fame this year. I mean,
yes,
because he got a whole set of partiers ready for us.
yes. It's gonna. I'm excited. I'm sure Willie has a lot of individuals coming too. But
Oh, yeah.
this is, this Hall of Fame for me personally, is gonna be the first time I'll have all my siblings in one room.
Oh
You
wow.
know,
Wow.
I'll have
Nice.
I'll have my family. I'll have my grandfather, who's 86 years old, coming down. He's the Alonzo. My dad had passed away, so it's just so many things that are happening June 23rd for me personally that it's surreal. Like, so I that's why I just stay humble and I'm just grateful. I really am.
So you have the patriarch of the family going to be there with you on your induction day.
Yes,
That's
yes.
awesome.
And I'll have my son, my daughter, my grandkids. It's just I'll be 47 years old when I get inducted. And guys, you're gonna hear me say this probably the whole entire interview. I'm just grateful and thankful for what God has done in my life.
Hey,
Yeah.
amen to that. We like that. Okay, so Coach Willie, we're back to you, baby. I mean, tell us.
Willie,
I want to know. Tell us the journey of all of these different titles.
yeah, he has a lot
I
of
mean,
lot of
he's
lot of
Hold
bling
on.
bling back
Hold
there.
on, Sakura.
You
Hold on, hold on.
Strap up.
Tell us, Willie.
Hold on, Will.
Start, Daddy,
Hold on.
don't start.
Hold on, Will. Hold on. I want to start out too that Coach Will has a serious martial arts background. You know, like now I don't know many people know that, but
I don't
he's
really
a bad
talk
dude
about
when
it
it
a lot.
comes to that stuff. He's a bad dude when it comes to that stuff, right, Coach Will?
Yeah, I'm a 5th-degree black belt, martial arts.
Hmm.
Martial arts. I've studied pretty much every art that there is. I fought for 10 years in Muay Thai also. So yes,
We
it's
saw that
something,
MMA.
something I don't really talk about. So as a 13-year-old, I boxed and I studied martial arts at the same time for over 45 years.
Yeah,
And
that
this
interests
man,
me. That interests
this
me.
man.
Go
Oh,
ahead,
sorry.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Go
bud.
ahead.
I'm just saying, look at this man. I was talking to this man for a while today, and this man, God bless him, look how he looks. And when he told me his age, I said, there's no way. There's no way. When this man told me his age, I was mind blown. Do you guys know how old he is, by the way?
Anybody?
Does
He
anybody
told
know
me,
how
so
old?
he told me, so I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say, but I'll let
But does
anybody
anybody know how old he is?
I know.
Okay, Coach Willie, tell us how old you are, darling. Okay, Coach Willie, tell us how old you are, darling.
I'll be 66 in October.
No way.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Let me see.
God
some
bless.
ID.
Yes, that's how I was. Secure. I'm like, wow. God bless you, man.
I just retired
Emilio
last
said he
year.
wanted to see some ID.
We need some ID, Willie.
You want to hear something funny? When I went to retire, went to the Social Security office, and they asked me, I said, what are you doing here? I said, how can I help you? I said, well, I'm here to retire. She said, well, you got to be 65 to retire. I said, I am. So she said, well, you got to show me your ID. She couldn't believe her eyes. So she called all the other girls in the back. She said, can you guess how old this guy is? So she tells me, she said, look around you, turn around and look behind you. So I turn around and she said, you see all those people? They look 30 years older than you. And they're the same age, 65. So,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Hey,
And you took care of yourself your whole life. You've been an athlete since you were a young kid, you know, and it shows.
In the gym.
It shows.
it's
being
good
in the gym
genes
every
too.
day.
Good genes and good food and loving what you do. All of that is a great combination for a longevity of life.
And let me tell you, at my age, I'm in the gym 6 days a week. I still get in the gym and I spar a few rounds. I spar with John Gotti also. I mean, he doesn't try to kill me, but I get in there and bang it out with him at my age.
Wow. That's awesome.
I still take my lickings.
Jay.
You're
So
better than
what
me.
I was asking about is those different straps you got behind you. I wanted you to take us on a little tour because I do see the MMA one that Danny was alluding to, the white one I like.
Yeah, that's my MMA Hall of Fame belt that I
Yeah,
received. You got Luis Collazo right here.
nice.
I had
Okay.
Luis Collazo since been training him since he was like 14 years old. He just
Wow.
retired at 42, so he was like one of the most loyal fighters I ever had. This is his belt right here.
Palazzo.
The one on this side up here, Danny Jacob. I'm sure you guys know him.
Yeah.
Danny Jacob. This is the Barkley belt, the World Championship Barkley belt from Barkley Center.
Okay.
And then I got this one down here from the Amanda Serrano sisters, Amanda and Cindy.
Okay.
When they both became world champion at the same time, first sisters in the world to become simultaneously champions at the same time. So that's the belt that I received with them also.
Oh, now that's
I have a
awesome.
few others. I've trained 6 WBA champions. So this WBA is a custom-made belt that was given to me.
WBA.
That's awesome, man.
Custom. That's what you
I have
know.
like 7 more, but they're in the closet because I ran out of room, so I don't know what to do.
Not out of closet room.
Those got all them WBC belts too. You showed us.
Oh yeah.
Well, those are in the corner over there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I would have to turn the whole. There they go.
All them
Yeah.
WBC belts.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's
He is
amazing.
like-
Got the one with the gold chains on there.
Got
the
Adidas.
original belt. You
Yeah.
somehow. Yeah.
I like
I got
those.
the Adidas belt also. So those
Very,
are my memories. You know, when I'm gone, my
Excellent.
grandson get to keep them all.
Those are
Mhm.
great memories, man.
And then you also have the Trainer of the Year twice from New York.
Trained every year twice, right? I got one from the martial arts and one from boxing.
See? Whoa. I mean,
That's amazing. Congratulations on
Thank you.
all your accolades, brother. For real, man. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
both disciplines. That's
Coach.
right. That's pretty cool, huh?
Coach, out of your career, what would you say was your biggest highlight, man, as far as a fight or anything dealing with boxing? What was the biggest moment for you? What you say?
You want me to be honest with that?
Yeah.
At first, winning my first world title with a fighter was like the ultimate.
Mm-hmm.
And then 13 world champions later, it was like, how far can I go now? But now being inducted into the Hall of Fame, to me, that's my world championship.
Wow.
Right. Yeah.
With these
The
kids,
ultimate.
with all these kids, I've helped out kids. I had a program where I would help out unprivileged kids. And I'm sure Danny and Cello can relate to this. Coney Island in Brooklyn.
Yes.
You have the gangs, the Crips and the Bloods. So I was seeing kids 12 years old selling drugs in the streets, getting killed, ending up in prison. So what I did was I made an effort to go out in the streets and talk to the gang leaders to see if I can save these kids.
Wow.
Everybody thought I was crazy. It was like, these guys are not going to listen to you. You're just a boxing trainer. I gave it a shot. Little did I know it did help. The leaders would tell me, well, listen, if you think you can save anybody, be my guest, but it's not going to help. Little did everybody know, I was able to save a few kids. I lost a few to murder. I lost a few to prison. But through my program, I was able to have kids graduate from college. I had 6 kids become world champion in boxing through my program.
Wow.
So achieving all that with these kids, making them, be successful and world champions, that to me was my ultimate goal. But now looking back and sitting down and taking it in, being a Hall of Famer is my world champ. It's something I earned.
Right.
I gave my life to these kids to get them off the streets, to give them something. And I knew I was capable of doing it. But now just looking back and saying, wow, I'm actually a Hall of Famer. It's like, that's like my ultimate, my big championship.
I like that.
Congratulations,
If you can relate to
brother.
that, Does it make any sense what I just said?
Most definitely.
100%. It makes sense. It's very
Yes.
I
clear.
felt it.
Very
I
clear.
felt it right here.
Yeah.
Very clear.
I
Very
like
clear.
that.
You know, like I said, I've had, you know, a lot of these kids that I try to save, you know, died. A lot of them, you know, ended up in prison. But you know what? Out of 100, I was able to save 50, and that to me meant a lot because I was able to get the opportunity and the chance from these gang leaders. They gave me a chance to help these kids because they couldn't do it. They didn't care. They were making money off of them anyway. But I was able to go out and do something that nobody had the nuts to do.
Right.
You know?
And you did it because you never gave up.
No, I didn't. I
didn't
refused
give up.
to give up. I refused.
And you're still doing it, yeah.
And I'm still doing it. I still do it. Exactly. I still do it. Anybody I can help, I'm always there for them.
All
let
right,
me
well,
ask
we
you a
do
question.
have a lot of comments. We got some comments here, Danny. You want to help us read some of these? I mean, wow.
All right.
All
We
right.
have,
So here's our first one.
You want me to go? All right. It says, let's go, proud son, to see my dad getting inducted. Boom, baby.
That's
From
my son,
Bebo,
man.
Dakota.
That's Bevo and Dakota. That's my son and my daughter-in-law, man. That's
All right, all right. Do they live
that's
out of
my son.
Hernando?
They live in Hernando, man. That young man, my son, man. That's a man that I admire, I look up to, and I honor him as my son. And that's, if I could be half the man that young man is, I'd be a better human being.
But you already are, because if you raised them to be that way,
Yeah, I know.
you're a byproduct of who you are.
And thank you. But I say this, man, because I see him as a father. I see him with my grandson and my granddaughter, and me being a part of that, and seeing them. I could talk all day about my kids. He's just an amazing. I love him. I love him.
I want you to keep talking about your kid, because I ain't gonna call another grown man Bebo. What's this dude's name?
Jose Alonzo Jr.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna call him Jose Alonzo, because I've been saying I'm gonna call another man Bebo.
I hear you. When he was younger, he didn't. No, my name's Jose. But you know, that's my Bevel, man. You know, so and that's my daughter-in-law. I know, man. I know.
Cello, has he ever boxed? He ever wanted to box or anything?
So I'll tell you a quick story because he loves to tell the story, and I'm sure he's probably watching. I didn't. He played baseball. He graduated from the University of Cumberland. He played baseball for PACC. They went to the World Series. He has, you know, he was the first one in Hernando County to hit a cycle. He hit a single, a double, a triple, and a home run. He did it 4 for 4, and they lost against Hudson High School by 1 point. He's the only one out here from Hernando County. But I showed him, and he's been watching me fight since he was little. So one day with John Casella, when he was running Four Corners Boxing Gym, he wanted to spar. So, you know, they had me sparring. I probably was 10, 11 rounds. I sparred with everybody, you know, just working out. So my son comes in. I give him the headgear, and he's a big boy. This kid hits me with a right hand because I wasn't expecting that. It's my son. So he hit me. When I tell you I seen stars, I was so upset inside. And then I threw a jab or something, and he pivoted. Danny, when I tell you I seen that in my head, I seen that moment, and I'm like, ooh, that's my son, but I was hot. So then after the first round, now my dad, he's just laughing because he knows that he dazed me. So my son, after the first round, he goes, "I'm done." I said, "Oh no, you're not done. You going one more round." And after that, he never touched me again. But he does not let me forget that day for nothing.
I don't blame him. Like, wow. Oh, and also I like that moniker you have, Boom Baby.
Boom
Tell
Baby.
me how you started that up.
Boom Baby. I've been doing it for a long time. Bevel's little cousin Chi Chi, she used to say boom, she used to call me Boom Boom Cello or something in those terms. And then I started personal training, and I can't think of her name right now, but she used to go boom. So I just started saying Boom Boom Baby I've been doing it for like 13 years. And to me, what that means, everything is awesome. Everything is good. You know, it's just boom, baby. It's just something I created. I stick with it. I love it, and I live it.
Cello, when your son dazed you, how old he was?
Bevo was probably like 16, 17 years old.
Oh yeah.
But then I sit down and talk to him. I say, you must have been angry at me. You've been wanting to do this for a long time or something, you know? So, but I don't, he talks about it to this day. And then you talk to John Casella and they just start laughing because it was one of those days that it was just.
I mean, he must be just gifted with the power
He
too,
should have
right?
probably been a fighter. Huh?
Yeah.
Nah, he's a big boy. He's really he's not because he's my son, but he's just a strong kid.
Yeah.
And he's been watching me.
Natural
So.
power.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next, we got Anthony. Go ahead, Danny. Read that for us.
Anthony says, "Congrats, Coach Willie, to a long journey. Right, you reaped in the rewards." Anthony, I guess from New York. You know who he is?
Oh yeah, he's we've been friends for over 30 years. Great guy. We work together, and he also comes to the gym. He trains with me also.
Awesome. We have Raymond.
That's awesome.
Abrasea, is that what it is?
Brazea is a 5th degree black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He started with me at 13, started boxing with me, and then converted into martial arts.
He says you're the best coach ever that he's ever had, man.
And then his brother, been with me since they were 13 years old. I think he's in his late 30s or 40. So thank you, Ray.
Hey, we have a comment here from John. How you say this? I always mess up his name. John Messiunas?
Mosiunas.
Yeah. He says, congrats to the Boxing Hall of Fame inductees 2024, including our guy, Carl, the manager of Champions King. Carl's my dude, man. You know, you guys color commentated together, right? Bob?
Yeah, I started last year. They put a panel together to host the Don King live stream shows and the pay-per-views. And they put me alongside Carl, Christy Martin, and Albert Hainsworth played pro ball with the Tennessee Titans. So the four of us kind of host the show, and then some of them guys go down and do color commentary for the fights, and I just kind of maintain the host desk while I'm there. But Carl King is the coolest dudes you ever meet. He is so funny. The stories he tells are just amazing, and he's done a lot. You know, he managed he's the longest running manager. No one has managed more champions in the sport of boxing than Carl King. So he knows his stuff.
Yeah. And John was inducted last year. Am I correct? I know John was inducted last year. Right?
John was inducted last year, and he's taking care of all of our video, everything. You know, as far as filming and streaming and everything. John's taking care of all that this year, so we're really lucky to have him.
John's an awesome dude.
John is awesome and giving, very giving.
Carl King used to promote one of my fighters.
Say that again, Willie?
Carl King and his dad used to promote one of my fighters, Luis Collazo.
There you go.
Luis Collazo.
And
it's
Travis,
a big circle. It's a circle of life.
And Travis Sims, 154-pound world champion also.
Nice.
Yeah, John, just to let you know, John, we want to make sure that we get Carl on the show for these special editions with the inductees. So I'm gonna need John to make it happen because I'm a little person on the totem pole. I can't call Carl up and get it booked, but John, help me out on that one. All right, we got Glenn here. He also says Boxing Playhouse. What's up, Glenn?
Glenn, all the way from Europe, from England.
Wow.
Oh, wow. I mean, I didn't know that.
Man.
That's awesome.
That's Glenn, man. He's an awesome dude. He's Camacho's guy. He's like the 20th Camacho. They inducted him into the family. He's always in Harlem. He's always at all the celebrations for Camacho and stuff. He's a good dude, smart guy.
Awesome, Glenn. Thanks so much for tuning in with us today. We got the beautiful Dahlia on board doing our translations, Spanish and interpretations. If you need her, you can inbox her directly, or you can just hit her up in these comments and she'll be glad to help you out and understand
Well,
anything.
I want to say, Dahlia, I mean, I'm grateful and thankful to be part of the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame, but the experience that, and I'm sure Willie can testify to that as well, the experience that I've had with the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame from the minute I got the call to having this interview with you guys, she has been absolutely phenomenal.
Wow.
She is a perfectionist. Like she's made sure everything's on track, and which falls in line with me because that's I like to do things the right way and do things accordingly. So Dalia, thank you so much. And she always calls me hermanito, ¿verdad? Willie, that's it, mi hermanito.
Yeah. They don't call her the queen of boxing for nothing.
Word up. So I just want to
Jose.
give you your kudos. Yes.
Jose, and that's something to
Dahlia-
say, man, because
go ahead.
Dahlia and we have our prayers going out to her dad right now that
Yes.
you know, ain't not gonna defeat him right now, but she got the phone call last night. We were speaking to her a little earlier, and for her to be a troop and be, you know, doing all this stuff and working this behind the scenes, you got to take your hat off to her, man, because that just shows that she's cut from some serious cloth, and
Her
she's
cloth,
the
yep.
farmers in the tree when it comes to Roberto Duran family. So
Yes.
God bless, baby.
Absolutely.
Right.
And most importantly, she's our friend.
Yes.
Like our
Yes.
family.
Yes.
That's what's
She's the
most
best. She's the
important.
best.
Yes.
Yes, and she would not do any of this stuff for any about us if she wasn't our friend. So
Can I just say one
and
thing?
I mean all of our friends.
Go ahead, Willie.
Can I just say one thing?
Go ahead.
I also want to say, Bob, I am so happy that you're here with us. When you was in the
Amen.
hospital,
Yes.
I did nothing but pray for you every day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure you probably remember my text when I said, I need you there in June. If there was any voice that I needed to hear introducing me, it was
Mm-hmm.
you. Has
That's
to
it.
be you. So I
Well,
thank you for being here
Wow.
with us, and hope, God willing, I want to see you there in June.
well,
That's right.
I still have that text, and I go back and look at it sometimes, and it just makes me feel even better. You know, like I said earlier, to have the boxing family that I have in support of me, I couldn't ask for anything better. I'm so blessed, and I guarantee you, I don't care what it takes, I will be on stage on Sunday inducting the class of 2024.
Let's go.
Yes.
I got to see
That's
Bob.
my buddy.
I got to see Bob at Chevelle Hallback's fight, and you look amazing, brother. It was good to see you.
He looks so good right now. I mean,
Yeah,
I
he
think
does.
You're
He
glowing.
just-
You look good.
Yeah, he's happy. He's glowing. God is
You got
good,
that
man.
smile.
Yeah,
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 he's
man.
good.
I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to my delayed Colombia trip.
Oh, yeah.
I told you, I'm ready to scoop you up at a drop of a dime, baby. I'm here for you anytime you want.
Yes.
I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer. Almost healed. I'll be there. I'm coming down.
Listen, if I got to go there, get you, and bring you back with me, we can do this. We can make this happen.
Let's do
Yeah, I
it.
think that's a great idea.
Great idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need a little getaway after everything I've been through.
My dog.
Exactly.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Please,
Oh,
please.
Danny, you gotta
Mi
send
casa,
him some of
su
your
casa.
videos.
I'm sorry. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna send Bob the videos. They can
Yeah.
see.
Mm-hmm. Send him some of those videos. It makes you want to get in your car and like move everybody out of the way and try to get there.
I will
Oh,
say
Sorry
this.
for my dog.
Hold on.
Well,
You guys ever
real
watch?
quick.
You go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I also want to send out props to Dahlia Duran because not only myself, but you know, our president, Steve Canton, we've both been having some health issues this year. She has stepped in and picked up the reins to give us the help that we need at this time. This Hall of Fame is now sailing, and I mean sailing toward June. And so much of that is due to the work of Dahlia Duran. She is making life so much greater for me and for Steve. Thank you, Dahlia. We love you.
Oh,
Thank you, Dahlia.
Thank you, Dahlia.
we're
Hey,
so excited, and we do find it to be a pleasure that she's able to help us out and support us too as newbies with the boxing game and the boxing media. So, I mean, she knows that we love her to death, and we're there for her no matter what. goes down, till the wheels fall off, till somebody say something they shouldn't be saying. All of that, we got it back. You too, Bobby. You know this.
I
Yes,
know
ma'am.
it. I
Yes,
do know
ma'am.
it.
You're right.
We got another comment from, oh my goodness, who's that?
Who is that? It says, "Let's go. Love you,
That's
Poppy."
that's my beautiful daughter Naisha.
Oh
Aww.
my
Oh,
goodness.
No
nice.
way.
Oh my goodness, that's my little diva.
Adorable.
That's my diva, man. I love her to death. I have
Hey,
amazing children.
A lot of love.
Secure.
Uh-huh.
Ray wants to get in on something. Ray,
Yeah,
go
for
ahead.
sure.
Ray.
Spanish Ray, you've been quiet the whole time. I'm sorry.
Taking it in. This is their day. This ain't my day. I'm just
We
listening.
want to hear you too, Ray.
Go, man.
Well,
Go, man.
well.
Stop playing.
Well, I'm just saying, I don't cut nobody off. This is not what I do. But Willie, I want to ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
You started at Star City, correct?
I started at Izzy Zerling, where Jimmy O'Farrell used to train fighters.
Jimmy O, right?
Jimmy O was my first trainer with Izzy Zerling. That was
Yeah, I
her
wanted
church
to-
in Brooklyn. Then
I
they
wanted to say,
transferred
yeah.
to Starrett City Boxing.
yeah, I wanted to say salute to him. Also, I wanted to mention, all my best wishes to Duran. Hope he gets out well and he gets better. And just to congratulate you guys, man. I'm here to watch what's going on with you guys.
Thank
It's a
you.
beautiful thing, man. This
Thank you so
induction
much.
was more important is all the work you did
Mm-hmm.
pays off at the end, where you can at least get an award. Because in this game, when we train for years, nobody remembers. You got something to remember now. This is what you call your kudos.
Yeah.
So salute to you, Cello.
Thank you so much, puppy. Thank you.
Thanks,
And I'm
Spanish
listening.
Ray.
Go ahead.
You got something
I'm
else? You got a different question?
Nah, just about okay. Let's talk about Gotti.
Okay.
Everybody thinks it was a fluke. Today I got off the phone with Ace Acevedo. Lou, listen to this closely. Listen to Will. I'm telling you, that was no fluke, man. That didn't happen. I know what happened there. I don't know why the ref stopped it. I don't know why the ref talked about people talking too much. Ali used to talk a lot.
Exactly.
Stop the fight, And just when I saw Gotti ready to get in that ass, I don't know what happened. They stopped it. So I can't wait for part 2.
It's coming. It's coming. April 14th, Miami.
Get him Gotti. Tell him I said that.
I'm
Patent
gonna
it.
beat it.
Patent.
Thank you, Ray. Appreciate it.
So we got to give a shout out to Roxy's Kitchen.
Roxy's
She's our
Kitchen.
catering service, our last minute meal when I'm too busy to cook.
Some Roxy's
And
now.
she is like, she's got to cook a meal for Bob. Bob, she's still wanting to cook a meal for you and make you
Say.
healed.
She got some healing food, Bob.
Sounds good to me. I'm ready. Let's do it.
Yeah, have some soul food / healthy food. She does it all. Asian
Nice.
food.
Feel real good.
Yeah, you're gonna feel real good and sleepy afterwards.
I need a plate today, Roxy, for real.
You getting real today.
Hey, Shakura, I don't know why I didn't post it in comment. The guy texted me directly. I want to give a shout out to Pep in the Bronx. He used to work out over there at the PAL in the Bronx. He's saying he loves the show. Shout out to everybody. He texted me directly. I don't know why he didn't text the show, but shout out to Pep in the Bronx. Ray, you know Pep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Peppy who? Let me see.
Pep from the Bronx.
That's my
Yeah.
nickname too, Danny.
Yeah, that's his
What up,
nickname, Pep.
Pep.
Yeah, that's your Pep. That's your name too.
Yeah, I got it tattooed on my arm. That's what my whole family call me.
I didn't even know that. Yeah, we have a mutual friend. His name is Pep out in the Bronx.
Okay.
I used to at Webster PAL. You gotta know him, right?
Pep, Ralphie, yeah, Ralph, yeah, I know him.
Yeah, he just gave a shout out to everybody in the panel. Said congratulations to everybody in the panel.
Okay.
You're from Jersey, you're from Brooklyn, you're from Long Island, you're from Manhattan, I'm from the Bronx. He just wanted to give a shout out. He loved the show. I don't know why he didn't text the write it up on the comment. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, yeah, man. Listen, I was reading your guys' resumes. Mr. Vargas, he goes back. The dude, it's a similar thing. When I was a kid, I used to be in Taekwondo. It was funny because in the 80s, that's when like the ninja. Everybody wants to be a ninja, and I went to Taekwondo. I went to Tiger Kim Lee's on Fordham to go train at Taekwondo, and I bought a ninja outfit and stuff. And while I was there, this Cuban guy was trying to get me to get into the boxing thing. So I got into the boxing, and I never looked back at Taekwondo, right? And it's kind of like similar to your story. You were saying that you used to dabble in both entities,
Yeah.
Coach.
Yeah. Like I said, at 13, I started with I don't know if you're familiar with a martial arts called Thomas La Puppet. He was a very famous martial artist in Brooklyn. So I started with him. I walked in. Every day I used to walk in and just sit down and watch them, do their stuff and everything. And one time he just invited me to the floor, and I just got hooked.
I was 13 years old as well when I walked into the gym at Tiger Kim Lee's on Fordham Road, and I swear I went to be a ninja. Like I would go around my thing. I ain't gonna lie, man. I hope nobody I know watched this at that trash, but I used to go around and beat up people all the time.
I used to walk around with nunchucks at 13.
I'm for real, man. I used to walk around with my ninja suit on. Nobody knew who the hell I was because I had a mask on. And I was gonna mess people up.
Remember the little kung fu slippers?
Yeah.
That kids was watching.
Yeah, I was a wild kid when I lived in the Bronx. Man. I was on some other shit,
Was doing kung fu.
But boxing
I was
kept
a
me.
lucha.
Boxing just kept me focused, man. I can relate also to something that Jose said that it's funny, right? Because I don't know much about Puerto Rico, and I'm ashamed to say that. I'm a typical New Yorican. I've been to Puerto Rico a few times, but I don't know much about it. I don't really, I've never really visited there more than a week at a time, and I've probably been there about 3 or 4 times. So every time I've hung around people from Puerto Rico, they're like, "Oh, you're not Puerto Rican. You're a New Yorican. You don't really speak Spanish." Isn't that true, Jose?
Yeah, it's the truth, man.
It's 100% factual.
Willie, you know how it is.
I lived in Puerto Rico for 6 years, and in 6 years, they still didn't consider me Puerto Rican. They used to call me a New York.
Whoa.
They used to call me
New
New
York
York gringo.
O te dicen de allá afuera.
Yeah, it's the craziest thing. Nobody understands that.
No,
but like,
they used to call me a gringo.
Yeah, they call you a gringo. They call you a New Yorican. You could be from Chicago. They still call you a New Yorican,
Yeah.
And then I was telling Sakura, she couldn't believe it. Like I experienced, and I'm sorry to say this. There's not I love my culture. I love every. I'm not racist in any aspect of things, but the most racial tense moments I've had in my life has been against Puerto Ricans from Puerto Rico. Like the craziest thing. I'm like, dude,
they are tough, man. Puerto Ricans are tough, boy.
Half black, half Spanish and half black, and I'm from New York, and my people speak. No, you're not 100%. You're not Puerto Rican. You're not born there. You're not Puerto Rican. I'm like,
D, you know what it is, D? You know what it is, right? You know what it is?
What's that?
We steal their chicks. We steal their girls.
Y'all had more swag than they got. That's what it is.
When Jose touched on it, I'm like, man, he sparked the nerve in me. I'm like, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one.
Man, it happens, man.
Danny,
I can't go back to PR now. I got to stay in New York now.
Hey, Danny Garcia said the same thing. I heard him say how the Puerto Ricans don't really look at him like he no real Puerto Rican, and he don't speak Spanish either.
They did not like
crazy. I'm like, dude, you're it's an American colony, it's an American deal. Like, are you shitting me? Like, come on, for real. But my last trip to Puerto Rico, I didn't fare up to it. I got my ass kicked the last time I was there. So
hey, you know what they used to tell me as a kid? I never went back. I went over there. My grandmother was very well known in Puerto Rico, but they were so jealous that they told me when I went back, the plane was gonna go down and the sharks were gonna eat me. 13, yo, they mean over there. They mean.
You see, Sakura, I wasn't lying.
No, you're really not lying. But I know the Mexicans have that thing too, where it's like Mexican Americans versus Mexicans. Like they say they like, nah, they're not really Mexican.
They do Oscar like that, Oscar de la Hoya.
Yeah.
Yeah, no real Mexican.
Yeah, so
I thought it was just a
different
Puerto Rico
cultures.
thing.
Oh, for sure.
Man, shout out to Eric Berlinga. He's gonna make it all happen. Berlinga's gonna bring everybody together again.
That's
I like
good.
that. And I mean, we
Hey,
need
listen,
somebody
Jose.
to bring us all together.
Yes.
We got another
Jose,
comment back.
you know,
Yes.
I remember when I fought in Ocala. I don't know if you ever got wind of that, but when I fought in Ocala, Florida, you know, they backed me up. They showed me a lot of love. I love Ocala, Florida. It helped mold me and helped save my life from being a crazy city kid to I learned how to be country a little bit. I learned how to I learned how to ride a horse, and I learned how to do a few things, you know, and
Yeah, that's
appreciate
where you
different
are.
things, right? But one thing I remember, and I watched it the other day. I'm gonna try to transfer it to DVD. Bob Alexander announcing my name with that crowd there, man. It was just unbelievable. And I was telling security before Bob came on the phone that I don't know what made me do it, but on my phone I have his number and his name is The Voice. It doesn't say
The
Bob.
voice. I love it though. I love
La
it. He
voz,
does
la
have the
voz.
voice.
It's just
That
to me,
is, y'all call him
and
the
I-
voice, and I get to call him the silky voice man.
well,
There
you know,
you
that's
go.
true. But on my phone it says The Voice, and when I hear it, man, you know, it's a part of my history. It's a part of who molded me. Every intricate little part,
Yeah.
including his voice, has something to do with what goes on in my life. You know,
Wow, that's
and
deep.
you know, and when I see him at the fights, and hopefully I see him April 20th at the Don King show when I'm down there, you know, I'm sitting here and I know it's your moment, man, but I'm looking at him and he's glowing, and I'm happy to see that.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Good.
Bob's amazing, man. Like I said, man, when I was coming up, of course, I was still young, and just the minute he announced my name, he just has that voice, man. I can't. I'm gonna applaud you on that because that voice is Bob. I love you, brother, and
He's the man.
we've known each other a long time, man. So
Hey, Danny, I got a name for him. Let's name him Bobby Lavo.
There you go.
Like Hector Lavoe. There you go.
hey, Bobby Lavo, Bobby Lavo. That's a good one right there.
Do it.
Look at Bob blushing.
That's a good one right there.
I like that one.
Hey, Bob, you know who Hector Lavoe is?
I know the name.
Oh, an incredible singer, man. His voice.
Yeah, he's
an incredible. They made Broadway plays after him, movies. J-Lo and Mark Anthony. They made a movie about him, and he was called Hector the Voice. You know, in Spanish. Bobby Lavo. That's it. I'm
Bobby
changing
Lavo. Bobby Lavo.
They got a
Bobby
Spanish
Lavo.
name now.
I like that.
Bobby the voice.
Yeah.
I like that, Ray.
You
Bob,
think
when I
that's
see
going to
you,
go
you-
over down in Colombia? That new name?
Just show up here, man. I got you, my brother.
Yeah.
I want to be an
Well,
honorary.
like-
I want to be an honorary Colombian announcer. That's what I
There
want
you
to
go.
There you go.
Nice.
I got a show. I mean, it's too late. It's too quick now. But I got a show March 23rd, and then I'm gonna have another show May 3rd. But maybe one of these days, God will bless me with a little bit of a budget. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna get on that plane.
All you got to do is say it, and I'm there. No
Man,
worries.
I pray.
We
That
need
would
that
be honored.
too. Yeah.
Was
Ray,
that-
I wanted that
Danny, you know,
t-shirt made.
I've still got wood shavings from the horse arena in Ocala, where I used to announce your show. You used to do it in a horse in a equestrian arena.
It was an equestrian center. Yeah.
And I still
Wow,
got
that's
wood
neat.
shavings from walking across that thing, man. That's great stuff, man.
Bob, you know what? I tell people this all the time, and people have requested me to go back and do a show, and I may do it someday. But I was talking to Rusty the other day, and he's doing good, by the way.
Good.
He's like, Danny, let's get together and do something. I'd like to do something again in Ocala. I'd like to, get nostalgic and just, take it back and see what's there. There's a lot of talent at John 316 and a few other gyms that are over there right now.
Right.
We need to get together and do something real nice over there. Maybe bring some
Right.
guys from Hernando County.
Absolutely. I just got today I got voted to be vice president for Shaquille's boxing club operations turnaround. So I'm excited about that. So, thank you. So I'm excited about that. I wasn't involved in boxing for quite a few years. I went through a lot of things in the past 6 years, and so boxing brought me back, and so I'm excited to help our youth and our community. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my whole thing in life is valuing people, you know, and a lot of individuals don't know how to value themselves. Once you learn how to value yourself, there's no limits in the sky for whoever it is. So I was talking to Willie, transparency and communication is the key to succeed in whatever it is you choose to do in your life. That's it. So if
100%.
we can teach that and show the youth that there's so much more by just believing in yourself. There's no limits in the sky.
No doubt.
Period. Point blank. So, I want to say thank you to Jackie Wilson and who and everyone who voted me in, because this is another growing moment in my life to be able to give back to the youth in my community that has been there and supported me my whole career, my whole life.
I got two things real quick.
That's gonna be amazing. You're gonna be making major differences with
Thank
kids, and instilling those values in them early is important.
Excuse me. I got Dolly Durant.
Hold on a second. We actually have the beautiful wife here of Alonzo's.
I was going to touch on that.
Yes. Congratulations, my love, she says.
Yes, that is my queen. I call her my lioness queen. I've been with my wife going on 11 years, and I wouldn't be half the man I am if it wasn't for her. Everything that I have accomplished, and I may tear up. I'm emotional. I'm a man. So, but my wife, 6 years ago, I was shot. Defending a woman. My youngest son was shot as well. He's my blended son, and I went through a lot. Died, came back. My wife was witness to all that, and I went through I was depressed, PTSD, anxiety. I went from being 260 pounds, squatting 501 to, and everything I mentioned, there's proof to it. But anyway, my wife, for the first time, I had so many growing moments in 6 years, and I'm laying down in bed, and for the first time, I was just still. My wife was a 4.0 student in college. My wife was wiping me, cleaning me, showering me, feeding me, cooking, cleaning, taking care of our son that was shot as well. Our youngest daughter had her molars. My mother-in-law was going through mental illness, making sure I never acknowledged her the way I should have, even though I did, if that makes sense. So ever since I was able to witness that for me as a man, that's my queen, man. That was the superhero. This lady sits me down and we're speaking for a long time. And she goes, Cello, you're very negative. This is not the man I married. And my response was, what do you want me to do? I can't do nothing. She goes, that's not true. She goes, are we talking about what you went through? God gave you grace. She goes, right at that moment, that was another growing moment for me. I'm like, it's true. She goes, Cello, you're one of the smartest men I know. She goes, you retain information like any man I know. She goes, you're a walking database. She goes, let me be your mentor. So my response was, oh, now my wife wants to be my mentor. Like, this is real conversation with her. She goes, you're being negative, but that was the pride of me. That was the man, right?
Right.
So I just stood quiet. And I was telling Willie earlier, and I said, I don't care who we are. Like, you guys are helping me by giving me the opportunity to be on your platform and be able to tell the story. So everyone helps somebody somehow, some way. So why not learn from the person you love? Why not learn from the person you're going to spend the rest of your life with? Why not learn to the person you admire, you look up to? And she believed in me when I did it. She picked me up when I was down. She had a vision when I didn't. And everything that we've accomplished in the past 6 years in real estate, and it's just, I believed in her because she believed in me. And together we've accomplished everything that we've done together. So this woman to me is my best friend, is my soulmate, and I will spend my last breath with her. You know what I mean? So I love you with all I have.
Wow.
Like I do. Augustus.
Oh, now that's what I'm
You know?
talking about. See, I like
So,
that kind of love. That's boxing
so
love.
that's it. That is.
Jose,
That is.
Jose, her name is Christina, right?
Christina Alonzo. Yes.
Okay, we got two comments here. So we got one. Cello, tell us about Go Ruck Mission, and then Christina says a few things here. She says that they're gonna hold the Junior Olympic boxing tournament at your gym this year.
Yes.
And
Yes.
thank you, Papi. She loves you. You're her champion. All right.
So yes, we're having the first Junior Olympics in Hernando County. So Jackie Wilson, Team Wolfpack Boxing Gym is doing a lot of things. So for the first time in Hernando County, we will be having the Junior Olympics in April 21st and 22nd, I believe. Don't quote me on those dates. So, so for me, when it comes to Hernando County is a small county. Danny, you're from, you lived in Ocala, so you know where I'm talking about. So there's a lot of things that's been happening in Hernando County. This community has grown so much, so many different cultures. It's just a beautiful community. So what Jackie's doing with boxing, helping the kids get out, the streets or whatever it is that they're doing, it's amazing, and so I'm honored to be part of that in this county for the Junior Olympics to be here in Hernando County. And it's going to be at the Jerome Brown Center, which he played for the Phillies. May he rest in peace.
Wow. What is this Go Ruck Mission?
Go Ruck. Who said that?
Dahlia. She says, Cello, tell us about Go Ruck.
So for example, I got up this morning. She goes, Cello, hermanito, you've been up this morning for a long. I said, yeah, I get up early in the morning. So I ruck. Go Ruck is it was made by cadres that been in war, and so they created this for civilians. It's GORUCK.com. And what it is they have their rucksacks. So I ruck. I've been doing it for a long time. But I get up in the morning, I put my rucksack, I have 40 pounds on my back, and that just helps you, it helps you burn more calories. It's better than walking, and it builds your core strength, it builds your back, because everybody walks like this. But when you have weight on your back, it brings it back. So if you guys look into it, is very beneficial to your health. So today I did 2.81 miles in like I can't even tell you anyway, it was 15-minute pace, but that means I was jogging with that. So I do a 5K every month since I started the year. So I have one in April and I have one in May. So I jog with 40 pounds on my back. I don't go crazy, I just jog. So that's what helps me, and that's all I do is just go ruck.
Cello, when you met your wife, was she involved with boxing already?
Say that again, Emilio.
When you met your wife, was she involved with boxing in some kind of way?
No, I actually met my wife in like 2010. I was actually training for the Florida State title, and I actually saw her at the gym and Anthony Vasquez introduced me to her at the boxing gym. And he goes, Anthony's funny. Anthony goes, hey, you know Christina? I'm like, no, I don't know Christina. He goes, hey, Christina, this is Cello. Because I saw her, I said, man, she's pretty, but, Anthony blew me up, and that's the first time I laid eyes on her. And we went from friendship to straight marriage, honestly.
Wow.
Like, no, it's the truth. I was training her. I was, after I retired, I lost my last fight. I lost the range of motion on my neck. So I started doing personal training, and I opened up a boot camp in the gym that I was able to train in, and she joined it. And then from there, she came into personal training. And it's funny because my mother-in-law, they came together, and my mother-in-law, I love my mother-in-law. That is my best friend. We're like this. So my mother-in-law comes in, and she goes, yeah, she wants to train. I don't know why she wants to train. I have my personal trainer, and he's good, but I don't know why she wants to train with you. I said, well, she can train wherever she wants. So I wound up training her. We just became real close friends, man. We just started talking, and we started she just became my best friend, and I fell in love with her without her even knowing, without me even telling her, without me even kissing her. And here we are. That's the. I mean,
love
I could
that
go on. It's just
story.
more, but it's
Yeah.
more about the story, but it's just boxing, you know. So,
I,
but
love story.
we got to be
So
wrapping up
Kura,
soon, guys, but we're going to go ahead and get to some of our other comments. We have Miriam, and Miriam says,
Alonzo.
no, that's
I
my
can't
aunt.
read. I'm like, here we go. Okay. Tia Marian from New Jersey. Love you, champ nephew. Jose Alonzo, can't wait to see you in the upcoming event, the inductee Hall of Fame. Love you from
I
the
love you,
Alonzo
Thea.
family.
I love
Yay.
you.
Sport.
All
Yeah,
right. So we'll see
that's
her in June.
yeah.
And
You're
then
gonna see all
also,
of them.
Sakura,
we
there
got
was a message I
Maria.
can't really
She
see.
says,
Go ahead, Danny.
I can't really see the message right now, but there's a message from I believe Coach Vargas' wife,
well,
Maria.
that's what I was reading. Okay, so Maria says, let's go ahead, and she wants to congratulate her husband. Can't wait for you to get inducted into the Hall of Fame, Florida's Hall of Fame. You deserve every award that you receive. You worked so hard to be where you are today.
That's fantastic.
And she says,
yes.
oh, that's the next one. Okay, so let's give Coach Willie a chance to tell us about his wife right quick.
Go ahead,
and
Coach.
then we have a
Let's
message.
go. Let's go. Let's go.
That's my queen there. She's been with me, man, through bad times and bad days. I mean, I could speak through, towards Danny, Cello, Bob. In boxing, we have some good moments and we have some bad moments. And she's been with me since, man, we're going 18, 20 years now. But you know what? When COVID hit, I was just about to retire from boxing. I had enough from boxing, and there was nothing left. There was no fights going on. I was kind of like disappointed and a little depressed with it, and suffering from cancer, from 9/11 cancer. It was like I had nothing left in me, mentally or physically. But she kind of woke me up. You know, she looked in my eyes and she said, "There's no way you're gonna quit. You still have a lot to give, and this is what you love. You know, you love to do this. You've been doing it all your life, so why quit now?" You know, so I want to thank her for always having my back and standing behind me. You know, the good times and bad times is always there. Never once. And as a trainer, I'm sure you fighters know, you know, trainers never get the awards, never get the thumbs up for everything
Flowers.
that we do for fighters. Yeah. We leave our families. I've left my wife for 8-10 weeks at a time, 3-4 months in going to camp. Not once has she ever complained about me going away. You know,
never, not once,
never. While I was in camp, she will call me every day. Are you okay? Did you eat? Do you need any money? Do you need anything? You know, are you healthy? Always behind me. Always have my back. I just want to thank her for that. And here we are today. I mean, and me being inducted, she has a part in this. You know, it's not only my award, it also belongs to her too. So thank you, Maria.
It's very sweet.
I'm down here in the man cave. She's upstairs cooking.
Hey, well, Willie, I'm honored that as a boxer, I'm able to be inducted with a trainer. Because you, my man, have been recognized, and you, like you said, this is your accolade, this is your championship, this is your everything. So I'm honored to be part of that.
Thank you. Same here. Love you.
Okay, and we got one more message we're going to read, and then we're going to introduce Dahlia, who has a few words for us all. And Miriam says, I remember you called me Tia Mia in New Jersey and told me that you had met this queen named Christina Alonzo. She had been your wife, your best friend, your partner. So far, and so she's the love of your life. We love her and adore her. Can't wait to see her up in the upcoming event. All the family will be together, and it'll be a family reunion with the Alonzos.
Yes.
I love that.
Oh, it's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. I'm excited.
That's right. And it's gonna be the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame weekend. That's June 21st to the 23rd, and we're gonna be over here in St. Petersburg, and we're gonna be at the Hilton, and it's a lovely area called the Caroline Park area. So it's you're gonna enjoy it. The food is really good for our dinner. And I want to make sure all of you guys are gonna be sharp that night, because you know we'll be. Okay.
Ray, are you gonna be there, Ray?
No,
are you?
I'm in Georgia. I'm in Georgia. I'm in Georgia.
Oh, you're in Georgia.
Come on down, Ray.
Come on down, Spanish Ray. Come on out. Come on down. We want to see you.
Joe Cortez coming too, right?
Yeah, Joe Cortez is apparently coming. A few other special guests as well. So it's going to be an amazing time. And we got a few new things that we're going to try to introduce to everybody that weekend too. Right, Bob?
You bet. Always trying to make an improvement. That's the Hall of Fame.
Yes. All right, Dahlia Duran. We have the beautiful lady.
Dahlia. Where you at, Dahlia?
Dahlia, can you hear us?
Yes, I'm right here.
Okay, you want to
Hello, Dahlia.
Hey, guys. Well, congratulations once again. And Chelo, you're absolutely right. The way that I work is like unbelievable.
Yes.
You don't have to be worried about nothing at all whatsoever. Nothing
at all.
Everything is going to go through. Everything is going to be done 100%. And you're absolutely right. I am a perfectionist.
That's right.
Padrino and Bob, they just sit down and relax. Let the professional handle it. Padrino and Bob, they just sit down. Let me roll the floor. I guess it's in my genes. Yeah, I guess it's in my genes. My mom, she always make fun of me like I made it before Christopher Columbus. So she always make fun of me. I mean, Coach Willie, are you aware that one of his favorite fighters is Roberto Duran from Coach Willie?
Coach, that's your favorite fighter?
I idolize him as a fighter. I just wanted to be like, that's what they used to call me, Little Duran. So I used to walk into the ring with all this anger.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
But he's one of my favorite fighters. It was him,
but I don't.
And Wilfred Benitez.
I don't know if you guys seen a picture of Willie. He had hair. He almost looks like a Little Duran, man. I'm serious. You gotta see that picture.
I gotta see that.
You had to go there.
Hey man, I got to. And he's walking. He's with another fighter. So, but I got that picture. I gotta say it.
Well, it's an honor for me.
I love men with the bald head. You probably better than what you had. Better than when you had the hair. I bet you I love you more now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, it's an honor for me to make this happen. I do work Hall of Fame very, very hard, and I'm dedicated to this organization. So it's an honor for me to work for you guys. I'm actually working for you guys, believe it or not. But I make things happen.
I'm very grateful.
Make sure. Yes, and I make sure that everything goes according to plans. And
don't forget, guys, Dahlia Duran is an inductee in the Florida Boxing Hall.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Where your ring at, Dahlia?
Yeah, 2020 class. Yeah.
2020.
Right. And she was inducted with her father, correct?
No, her dad was inducted in 2012.
Right.
Dahlia was 2020.
But they're the first. Father and daughter.
Correct.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah, they broke the record.
So that's big. Congratulations.
Yeah, that is.
We want to see your ring, Dahlia. Show us your rings.
Can't show you.
Well,
Emilio.
Well, you're gonna see it on Hall of Fame weekend. You're gonna see him in Hall of Fame weekend. I could send it to you. I mean, yes. But you're gonna see me
for women too. Like she had to help design it for like a ladies version. Once they started inducting women, we needed that.
So guys, I know we're gonna before I forget, I just want to say thank you to Steve Catton, Bob, Dahlia, and the whole Hall of Fame organization. and all the inductees. It's just been absolutely phenomenal, and I'm
Same
grateful
here.
to be part of this huge organization and have friends for life. It's a
Same
different
here.
world. So I just
Same
want to
here,
say
Bob.
thank you to every single one of you because I know it ain't easy in how you guys plan things out. So
Same
It's an
here.
honor, Cello. It's an honor. I mean, it's not a secret to the world how I work. People that work
we
with me,
know.
they're like, God, Lord. I'm like, listen, it's in my genes. What are you talking about? I'm a different type of animal. It's in my genes. That's how I work. They're like,
That's how
God,
you
Lord,
roll.
can you
That's how you
breathe?
roll.
All
We
right,
got
guys.
Coach Louis. He says,
Coach.
Willie, are you working with Luis Collazo still? It was an honor to see you in person doing camp with Collazo.
Alonzo.
Now, Colazzo retired last year.
Oh, okay.
So that's it for him.
Mm.
Good for him.
We won't be seeing Louis anymore. He's been boxing since he was 12 years old. He's
Uh-huh.
42 years old. So I kind of like had a little talk with him and say enough is enough. He did
Yeah.
it with all his goals, became a 2-time world champion. I think it was time to hang it up. He had nothing else to prove. We lost our last fight, but like I said, he had nothing to prove
No, he
and
didn't.
everything else to gain. So
He'd probably be at the Hall of Fame, huh?
Yeah,
all right.
hopefully he's going to be at the Hall of Fame weekend to help celebrate your induction.
We'll probably see him there. Yes.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
like Charles Cello said, Bob, thank you for everything. Dahlia, thank you for everything. Steve Canton, the whole board of directors of Sakura, Emilio, everybody, thank you for
Thank you.
everything.
We
Hopefully,
appreciate it.
God willing, we see you in June. And Ray, what was the name of that? The new name you gave up? Bob Lavos.
Bob
I was waiting for the end, but I want to crown all three y'all.
All
Y'all
right,
the three
but I
kings.
got one thing to say. Bob, June, I'm making a custom made shirt and it's gonna say Bob Lavos.
Bob Lagos.
Oh,
man.
Hey, Danny, before we go, when I was coming up, you was ahead of me. And Don, you said this is Chamaquito, Danny Santiago. So you also motivated me because never got to you, but you were my focus. Like because you were from Florida, from Ocala, but you were way ahead of me. But I was trying to come for you, not in a bad way, just as like you were almost like a role model, man. Like I wanted to be where you were at. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So if me and you have never met and you don't know me, honestly, from a hole in the wall, but I want you to hear it from me because this is the only way I know how to be. You were one of them dudes for me that I was looking at like, man, I want to be there. So I want you to know that.
Listen, at the Hall of Fame, you know me, and I want to hug my brother. I want
Yeah, we got it. We're gonna do it, man. We're gonna do it, brother.
yes. I
God
love
bless you
that.
guys.
You gotta do two more shirts, Willie. You gotta do two more shirts.
Which one?
You gotta do two more. You gotta give this guy Cello and Fellow, the guy.
Cello.
That's Cello and Fellow over there.
Okay.
Got that? Cello and Fellow. And then El Papito, you the father, bro, because you raised all these fighters, man. El Papito, you gotta get three shirts. Papito
Three
Lavo,
shirts.
Cello, Fellow, and El Papito Vargas.
There you go. There you go. You got some homework to
I
do,
like
Willie.
it. I like it. I like it.
That's the 1, 2, and then the hook.
There you go. Thank you,
One,
man.
two,
I
and the
like
hook.
it.
I like it.
Listen, guys, it's been an honor to be here. I mean, I know we could talk forever, but you guys have
Yeah,
been
we're about to
amazing.
wrap up now.
Yeah, thank you for welcoming me, man. Thank you. I'm so grateful,
welcome.
humble,
Dahlia,
and it's
what do you
just.
think?
And Danny, I see you, bro. We're gonna hug, take pictures, and selfies, and all that, man.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna be
All
there.
right. Okay, Dahlia, did you have any final thoughts for us to take us out? Or Bob, one of you two?
Well, I'm very happy and excited about Hall of Fame weekend. And you're going to see when you work hard and you're able to accomplish all your achievements in Hall of Fame weekend. I mean, I don't care how many hours I have to work. I don't care what needs to be done. Everything is going to go according to plans. You don't have to be worried or concerned that something is missing because I'm going to be there to make things happen. Congratulations, guy. Can't wait to see
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Love you with all my heart.
Love you back.
Bob,
Don't forget.
take it
Don't
away.
forget to go. Don't forget to go to the website FloridaBoxingHallOfFame.com. Get your tickets. You can book your room. Do it and get it done now because that thing's going to sell out, and we don't want you to miss out. And it's going to get here before you know it.
Correct. It's
Sakura.
almost on full capacity. We only have like a few percentages to go on full capacity. And yeah, you need to book your room immediately. We almost completely sold out.
Baby,
So make things happen,
Mhm.
especially on induction day. Make sure that you do get your tickets, the weekend pass. Don't miss out the weekend experience. Also, the fan experience is going to be beautiful and
Yeah.
amazing. Don't wait until the last minute to purchase your ticket because at this point we just literally completely sold out.
Oh,
I love it.
that's
That's what I
good.
like to
Willie,
hear.
one more. Willie, one more. Dalila la Reina. Don't forget that.
There you go. Sakura and Emilio, I met you guys at the announcement. You guys love the sport. I see everything that you guys are doing. I want to say thank you for having me on your show and giving me the opportunity. So I'm grateful to you both. So thank you so much. And boom, 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 baby.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Boom, boom, boom.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Cello, Willie.
Peace
Bye,
out, guys.
guys.
Cello, Willie,
Jab
Ray,
right here.
Danny.
Emilio, don't forget my my cup in June.
Got you. Got you.
He want his Goldie cup. He
And
gotta have it.
Danny, you coming
Yes.
in June, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. You see all those belts?
Yes, sir.
You got to help me carry them.
I'm here with you, man. Hey, I'm in good shape, so I can carry them. I got down from 230 to 212.
All right.
Hey,
guys.
it's been amazing, guys.
It was a great show.
Thanks,
God bless you all.
See you next
Thank you.
Thank
Wednesday.
you. Love you guys.
Danny and
Love you
Spanish
guys
Ray
all.
for Latin America night. And then also we're going to have another special edition soon with other inductees from the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame. So we'll see you soon in June.
Boom, 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 baby. God bless you guys.
Boom, boom,
Take
boom.
care.
Let's go.
Welcome to the house, the one they talking about. Word of mouth, the boxing playhouse, without a doubt. All the latest and greatest boxing news, that's what it's all about.